alien sightings. Those mysterious blurry events that have fascinated humanity for decades. From grainy UFO footage to outlandish abduction stories, alien sightings seem to be a favorite pastime for conspiracy theorists and those with overactive imaginations. But let's not pretend that every sighting is a life-changing encounter with an intergalactic traveler. Today, we're breaking down everything that's bizarre, hilarious, and just plain baloney about alien sightings. Sorry to interrupt, but the aliens just told me they'll only show up if you subscribe. Don't keep them waiting. Blurry photos. Can anyone tell me why is it that every alien sighting is captured with the same quality as a 1990s flip phone camera? Despite living in an era where our smartphones can take ultra-high-definition photos of the moon, whenever an extraterrestrial shows up, the camera magically reverts to potato mode. It's as if aliens emit some kind of blurry field that prevents clear pictures. Maybe these interstellar travelers are camera shy, or maybe, just maybe, people are filming balloons and calling it a day. The classic flying saucer. For decades, UFOs have been depicted as flying saucers. Come on, guys. Really? After traveling billions of light years across the galaxy, the best ship design they could come up with looks like a giant frisbee? Not to mention, these saucers are always conveniently hovering near small towns or remote farms. You'd think with all their advanced technology, aliens might swing by New York City or Paris for a change, but no. It's always the middle of nowhere. Maybe Earth's major cities are too crowded, even for aliens. The Alien Theme Park. Area 51 is the holy grail of alien conspiracy theories. According to believers, it's where the government hides all the extraterrestrial evidence. Spaceships, alien bodies, and maybe even an intergalactic Starbucks. But here's the thing. After decades of speculation, no solid proof has ever emerged. Area 51 is more like a theme park for conspiracy theorists than an actual alien hangout. Do you know what is more secretive than Area 51? The recipe for Coca-Cola. Alien abductions, the same story, different face. Alien abduction stories follow a disturbingly consistent pattern. The aliens show up, the lights go out, and next thing you know, someone's on a spaceship getting probed. But why do these beings with advanced technology care so much about probing humans? Is it their version of sightseeing? Maybe their GPS malfunctioned and they ended up on Earth by accident. Whatever the reason, alien abductions always seem more like bad dreams than actual interstellar research. Crop circles. Yes, crop circles. The ultimate sign that aliens have visited Earth. But let's think about this. Advanced extraterrestrial civilizations are spending their time creating geometric patterns in wheat fields. If this is their way of communicating, it seems pretty inefficient. Why not just land in Times Square and leave a nice handwritten note? At this point, crop circles are more likely the work of bored farmers or elaborate pranks than cosmic artists leaving messages for humanity. Alien sightings are always in the middle of nowhere. Why is it that aliens always choose to reveal themselves in the most remote, least populated areas of the world? It's never in the middle of Times Square or during the Super Bowl halftime show. No, aliens prefer cornfields, deserts, and the odd rural road. It's almost as if they're trying not to be seen. If aliens truly wanted to make contact, you'd think they'd pick a place with more witnesses. But hey, maybe they're introverts. The Roswell Incident, 1947. Roswell. The event that kick-started every modern alien conspiracy theory known to mankind. In 1947, something crashed in the New Mexico desert. And while the US government insisted it was a weather balloon, UFO enthusiasts weren't buying it. For decades, people have speculated that it was an alien spacecraft, complete with extraterrestrial bodies being whisked away to secret military labs. The truth? Still as elusive as ever. Roswell has since become more of a pop culture phenomenon than a genuine mystery, with tourist attractions, movies, and endless debate, but no solid proof. It's the conspiracy that refuses to die, even if the evidence is about as clear as those infamous blurry UFO photos. Aliens only visit drunk people in rural areas. Another fun trend in alien sightings? The witnesses are often less than credible. How is it that so many alien encounters involve someone who's either half asleep, slightly drunk or living in a place with no access to decent Wi-Fi. It's as if aliens have a sixth sense for choosing witnesses who will never be believed. If extraterrestrials really want to make contact, they should start abducting PhDs or people with professional video equipment. Why do aliens always look humanoid? Every time someone claims to have seen an alien, it's the same description. Tall, gray, big eyes, and slender limbs. Really that uncreative? Or are we just projecting what we think extraterrestrials should look like? In a universe filled with infinite possibilities, you'd think aliens would have more variety. Maybe a squid-like creature or something with wings. But no, it's always the same gray-skinned, big-headed figure. It's like the universe is running out of imagination. Aliens seem to love the American Southwest. For some reason, the American Southwest is a hotbed for alien sightings. Roswell, Area 51, Phoenix Lights, you name it. It happened in the desert. Why do aliens have such a fascination with sand and cacti? Is it the wide open spaces or the lack of cell phone reception? Either way, the Southwest has become the go-to vacation spot for intergalactic tourists. Maybe they're just here for the dry heat and UFO-themed gift shops. Alien communication? Lights and beeps? Really? Whenever aliens supposedly communicate with humans, it's always in the form of strange lights or weird beeping sounds. You'd think an advanced civilization capable of interstellar travel would have developed a more sophisticated way to say hello. Instead, we get flashing lights in the sky, cryptic signals, and sometimes static on the radio. At this point, we're more likely to get a clearer message from a toaster than from a UFO. UFO sightings spike after sci-fi movies come out. Ever notice how UFO sightings seem to spike after a big sci-fi movie hits theaters? Coincidence? Maybe, but it's hard to ignore the trend. After Close Encounters of the Third Kind came out, UFO reports went through the roof. Same with Independence Day. It's almost as if people are watching these movies and then suddenly seeing spaceships everywhere. Maybe Hollywood is the real culprit behind all these alien sightings. Aliens always crash their ships. Really? If aliens are smart enough to master intergalactic travel, why are they so bad at landing their ships? It seems like every alien encounter involves a crash landing. Are they just terrible pilots? Or is Earth's atmosphere really that tricky to navigate? It's hard to believe that beings capable of traveling across galaxies can't manage to avoid hitting a few trees. Maybe they should spend less time on probing and more time on flight school. Aliens and government conspiracies. You can't talk about alien sightings without diving into government conspiracy theories. From secret bases to cover-ups, alien enthusiasts are convinced that the government knows more than it's letting on. But after decades of investigations, Freedom of Information Act requests, and leaked documents, we're still waiting for the smoking gun. At this point, it feels like the real conspiracy is that there's no conspiracy at all. Just a lot of people with active imaginations. Aliens seem to ignore modern technology. You'd think in today's age of smartphones, 4K cameras, and 24/7 live streams, we'd have some crystal clear footage of UFOs by now. But nope, alien sightings are still stuck in the era of grainy Super 8 tapes and shaky camcorders. If anything, the rise of modern technology has made it harder to believe in alien encounters. Either aliens have learned to avoid our cameras, or they just don't visit anymore. Maybe Earth just isn't on their travel list anymore. Aliens are always spotted near military bases. A large chunk of UFO sightings happen near military bases. Coincidence? Probably not. But instead of advanced extraterrestrial technology, it's more likely that people are mistaking top-secret military experiments for flying saucers. It's fun to think that aliens are spying on us, but the truth is probably much more down to earth. Literally. Those lights in the sky? Most likely military aircraft or drones, not visitors from another galaxy. The alien invasion that never happened. For decades, movies and conspiracy theories have warned us about an impending alien invasion. Yet here we are, still waiting for the mothership to arrive. If aliens were planning to take over Earth, they're taking their sweet time. Maybe they saw what we've done with the place and decided to leave us alone. After all, if we can't even agree on how to run our own planet, why would aliens bother trying to conquer us? Why are aliens so secretive? If aliens are visiting Earth, they're doing a great job of keeping it a secret. They fly in, abduct a few cows, and then leave without so much as a "see you later." What's with all the mystery? If they really wanted to make contact, you'd think they'd make a grand entrance. Maybe a landing in Central Park or a televised address to the world. But no, aliens seem content with their cryptic flybys and mysterious disappearances. The Phoenix Lights. In 1997, thousands of people reported seeing a massive UFO over Phoenix, Arizona, in what became known as the Phoenix Lights. It was one of the most well-documented mass sightings in history, yet we still have no clear explanation. The military chalked it up to flares, but many witnesses weren't buying it. The Phoenix Lights remain one of the biggest UFO mysteries, but as with most alien sightings, the lack of solid evidence leaves us with more questions than answers. Alien technology. If there's one thing that alien sightings love to feature, it's high-tech, glowing spaceships with all the bells and whistles. But for all that advanced technology, why do aliens seem to keep things so impractical? They fly around in light-speed capable craft, yet can't manage a single unblurred photo. And with all their tech, why don't they leave behind any solid evidence? It's like they spent their entire tech budget on aesthetics and forgot to include any useful features. Maybe next time, they'll remember to install a Wi-Fi signal that works, or at least a user-friendly interface for humans. Aliens seem obsessed with cows. For reasons no one can quite figure out, cows seem to be a top priority for extraterrestrial visitors. There are countless reports of cows being abducted, examined, and mysteriously returned to fields in the middle of nowhere. What is it about bovine creatures that aliens find so fascinating? Are cows secretly intergalactic diplomats, or do aliens just really like dairy? Whatever the reason, it seems like aliens have made cattle their go-to Earth specimen. You'd think after all this time they would have upgraded to something more exciting, like, I don't know, dolphins? Why do alien ships always have lights? If aliens are trying to remain stealthy during their Earth visits, they're doing a terrible job of it. Their ships are always decked out with blinking lights, glowing orbs, and neon-colored streaks across the sky. For beings with advanced technology, you'd think they'd have figured out how to be a little more discreet. What's the deal with all the lights? Are they on a sightseeing tour or trying to win a light show competition? Whatever the reason, the glowing ships make them more conspicuous than a disco ball at a funeral. Aliens only visit certain countries. Ever notice that alien sightings seem to be concentrated in a few select countries? The United States, Brazil, and Russia get the lion's share of alien visitations, while other parts of the world seem to be completely left out. Do aliens have preferred travel destinations, or are they just avoiding certain airspaces? It's like they've got a galactic bucket list and only a few spots on Earth made the cut. Maybe someday aliens will grace smaller countries with their presence, or at least send a postcard. Why do aliens always travel solo? Every alien encounter seems to involve just one or two aliens in a spaceship, as if they're lone travelers on a cosmic road trip. You'd think an advanced civilization would send more than a couple of explorers to Earth, especially if they're conducting scientific research or planning to invade. But no, it's always the same one or two aliens, flying around like they're on a solo adventure. Where's the backup? Do they have a spaceship crew, or is this just a take your kid to work situation? The lack of alien souvenirs. For all the supposed alien sightings, abductions, and landings, you'd think someone would have brought back a souvenir by now. A piece of alien technology, an extraterrestrial plant, or even a selfie with a Martian would do. But nope, nothing. Not even a t-shirt that says, "I got abducted by aliens, and all I got was this lousy shirt." With all these close encounters, it's surprising we don't have any tangible proof of alien visits. Maybe aliens have a strict no souvenirs policy, or maybe they're just better at cleaning up after themselves than we are. The lack of alien diversity. Why do all aliens in sightings look the same? It's always the classic little gray men with big eyes and long sticky fingers. You'd think in a universe as vast as ours, aliens would come in all shapes and sizes, maybe some with tentacles or wings or, I don't know, more than 2 eyes. Instead, we get the same boring design over and over. It's like we're not even trying to be creative with our alien species anymore. And there you have it. Everything wrong with alien sightings, from blurry photos to ridiculous abduction stories and everything in between. Sure, it's fun to imagine that we're not alone in the universe, but let's not pretend every light in the sky is a UFO. If you enjoyed this humorous take on alien encounters, don't forget to subscribe for more fun, skeptical breakdowns. And remember, next time you see something strange in the sky, maybe it's just a plane or a really ambitious weather balloon.